Hi, I'm Eric Schaefer. I'm one of the founders of Flagship Studios and the lead designer on the Hellgate-London project. Hellgate-London's a multiplayer and single-player role-playing game set in the near future, real action-oriented. You're fighting the demons that have taken over Earth. In Hellgate-London, the multiplayer version, the single-player and the multiplayer work very much the same. But in the multiplayer version, people from all over the world will join together and play in the town sections of the game where they'll be able to meet and form groups and trade and socialize. Then they'll leave town, leave the safe havens, and go out into adventure areas where they're going to fight demons that'll contain only their group of friends that are in there at the time. It's a very flexible system where you can join into a party at any time, even while the party is out in the field adventuring, and in fact click an easy button to go to that party. So we've made it very easy for players to form groups. They could broadcast back needs into the multiplayer areas that, hey, we need more people to help us out in this area, and you can join and leave parties at any time. The play fields, the adventuring areas, scale to the amount and the level of the players that are in there. So if a couple people leave your group, you're not screwed. You can keep playing, and that you can finish up your quests. The monsters scale to your ability. The experience is there's very little penalty. In fact, there's almost a bonus for playing in groups. You're not gonna you get almost the same amount of experience per monster when you're out in a group. So it's actually, you probably level up faster as it currently stands. The loot is split in a sort of a round-robin fashion. You kill a monster or you open a chest and items pop out. The items that you see, you're allowed to grab, and those are your items. They're tagged for you. So we evenly split the loot up as you play along, and players can grab the stuff that they see and that's theirs. Other people see different items on the ground and they grab that. We have a lot of cool new and very strange swords. Some of them don't even look too much like swords, but they have strange elemental effects of their own. They take over monsters and turn them onto your side, or they inject stakes on them, little burning stakes that explode after a few seconds of gameplay. But a bunch of different kind of swords that add a different little flavor to every kind you find. A lot of shields. Both the swords and the shields are for the Templar class, and we're really fleshing that out. And the shields do different things too. When you smack a monster, they'll fly back and they'll get stunned for a little while. Sometimes they'll get elemental effects. A lot of them phase monsters, which kind of make them half as effective. And there's a little debuff that they apply. The Kabbalist class can transform into demons. We're still kind of hashing out what that means, but we've got some prototypes in there that are pretty fun. Currently, we can turn into a zombie yourself, and it gives you a stealth ability. Monsters sort of don't pay as much attention to you when you're a zombie. But it's just, as soon as we put it in, it was just really fun to run around looking like a zombie and attacking people as a zombie. So we're gonna flesh that out to be a lot of different Kabbalist skills. You can level up the length and the strength of your zombiness, but also he has skills associated. So if you put points into, as you level up, you can put points into breathing a poisonous gas stream, sort of, that goes and poisons monsters. New monsters in the game, we've got a lot since we've been playing at E3, and we have the Fell Horde race, and it's a race that lives underground, and how you see them is they suddenly burst up from the ground in little spawns, and there'll be a bunch of different kinds. There's melee types, there's boss types that sort of command them and do different things. There's some that are suicide bombs, but it's really shaking up the gameplay, because while you're running out there, it's not like you see guys in front of you. Suddenly these guys burst out from the sides and start attacking. Those guys will probably even sometimes leave tunnels that you can explore into. So it creates a dynamic dungeon on the fly, offshoot for your adventure. Hellgate's progressing on a lot of fronts. As we develop more and more of these monsters and these items and skills and character classes that we talk about, new areas to explore. We're also really working on the multiplayer angle, making sure that that's a solid experience where people can join in and trade, and it's a very safe and stable environment. We're hoping to get alpha tests and beta tests wide open starting later this year. So we'll be hundreds of people will be playing in the same game at the same time. Yeah, I hope you try out Hellgate. It's unlike anything else that's out there right now. It's a very action-y sort of environment for a massively multiplayer game, and the setting is unique. There's nothing out there like it, and because of that, we keep changing what the game is, and it's an organic process. So we're not exactly sure when this is going to be done. Again, we think it'll be beta by the end of the year, and we'll wrap it up next year, hopefully pretty early on, and we're going to keep developing ongoing content from there.